Okay, ready for this? Velcro shoes. They're not just for kids anymore.
I got that right.
We're going deep on this.
Yeah.
Into the world of adult Velcro shoes.
It's interesting, isn't it?
And you might be surprised by what we found. They're actually becoming a practical and, get this, even stylish choice for grown-ups.
Yeah, especially for those with, specific needs.
We've got some pretty cool research for this one.
Oh, yeah. Where from?
From Pease Health, DT Footwear, even a study on, like, the biomechanics of different shoe closures.
Wow. Okay, so what have we got? What's the big takeaway here?
It seems like for a long time, Velcro has just been seen as, for kids' shoes or those medical shoes.
Yeah, I could see that. But now
Now it's different.
it's like people are realizing that comfort and function are important no matter how old you are.
Yeah, it's about time.
Like struggling with laces or buckles,
Ugh, I hate buckles.
especially if you have dexterity issues.
Totally.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to deal with that just because you're an adult.
Hmm.
Right. Like, our sources are saying how frustrating those old school closures can be.
Yeah, I mean, think about people with arthritis, for example. Velcro can be huge for them.
Lifesaver.
At Peace Health even calls it like a key tool for senior independence.
Because you don't have to rely on someone else just to put your shoes on.
Exactly.
And it's not even just the ease of use, right?
What else is there?
The adjustability of Velcro straps. It's a total game changer.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Think about it. You can fine-tune the fit all day long,
That is nice.
which is super important if your feet swell, or if you have bunions or other foot problems.
Right, makes sense.
DT Footwear, they specialize in shoes for, like, tricky foot conditions.
Interesting.
They really emphasize this benefit.
So what do they do?
They have this shoe. It's called the Apis 9704V, I think.
Okay.
It's got double Velcro straps and these removable insoles.
So you can really customize it.
Exactly. Like, you basically create your own perfect fit. Super helpful if you wear orthotics, need extra space.
If your feet change throughout the day.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool how shoe tech is getting so specific,
Right.
meeting all these different needs.
Totally. And it shows how versatile Velcro is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't always think about it that way, but
It can do a lot.
for sure. And you know what really surprised me, though?
What's that?
The connection between Velcro shoes and, wait for it,
Safety.
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 I know, right? But it makes so much sense.
Okay, how so?
Think about it. Untied shoelaces.
Classic.
They're a major cause of falls, especially for older folks.
That's true.
Anyone with balance issues, really.
Mm-hmm.
And Velcro, well, it completely eliminates that tripping hazard.
Makes you feel more secure, I bet.
Plus, you can get a really snug fit.
Yeah.
So fewer slips and trips in general. It's not just about convenience.
It's about preventing those nasty spills, especially as you get older.
Exactly. It's about preventing those, potentially serious injuries.
I never thought of it that way.
It's a huge argument for Velcro shoes. And it busts that myth that they're just for, people with mobility issues.
Right, anyone can benefit.
Right. Anyone who wants to stay safe, especially on, like, slippery surfaces or uneven ground.
Yeah, it's like having that extra peace of mind with every step.
Exactly. Now, I know what some people are thinking. Velcro shoes. Aren't they all, like, clunky and, orthopedic looking?
Oh, yeah, like those old man shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's just not true anymore.
Right.
There are so many styles out there now, it's crazy.
Like what? What have you seen?
We're talking casual sneakers, loafers, even some heels.
No way. Heels with Velcro.
I'm serious. It's like we're finally breaking free from those old limitations of laces and buckles.
Right.
And realizing you don't have to choose between comfort and looking good.
DT Footwear, they have this shoe called the Apis 9715.
Yeah.
It's like a classic-looking shoe, but with, modern comfort features.
Nice. So stylish and functional.
It gave
It's
me-
proof that Velcro can be both.
I'm starting to think Velcro might be the unsung hero of footwear.
Right. Who knew?
Seriously. We haven't even talked about some of the other benefits, like how breathable it is, how flexible.
It's perfect for people with, like, diabetes or arthritis.
Well, right, because their feet might change shape or be more sensitive.
Exactly. So it's about more than just convenience.
It's about actually promoting foot health.
Exactly. And I think that's what makes this whole trend so exciting. It's like we're finally designing shoes that actually put people's needs first.
And making them better.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. Remember how we were talking about Velcro shoes and safety? Preventing falls?
Yeah.
Well, that's not just for, like, everyday walking around.
Really?
It's a big thing in athletic shoes, too.
Huh. I always think of athletic shoes as having, like, a million laces.
Right. But think about it.
Right.
We found some research from Weigh My Rack. They do a lot of gym equipment reviews.
Okay.
They talked about different shoe closures for weightlifting.
Makes sense. So what do they say about Velcro?
They actually think Velcro is great for weightlifting because you can get that secure, customized fit.
Yeah, you definitely don't want your feet moving around when you're lifting something heavy.
Exactly. It's all about stability and support, and it can actually help prevent injuries.
Interesting. So are we saying goodbye to laces in athletic shoes then?
Not necessarily. I mean, laces are still super common, but we're definitely seeing more and more alternative closures.
Like Velcro.
Exactly. Especially for stuff where you really need that adjustability and that really locked-in feel.
Like weightlifting.
Yeah, or even runners who deal with swelling during like long runs, you
Right.
know.
Oh, yeah.
They might find Velcro shoes way more comfy and supportive than those lace-up ones.
It's cool, right? It's like the Velcro is changing how we even think about what an athletic shoe should be.
Totally. And for athletes who have specific foot issues too, like
Right.
plantar fasciitis, bunions, stuff like that, being able to adjust those straps, it means they can get a fit that takes the pressure off those sore spots.
So it's about getting the shoe that works for you and what you're doing.
Exactly. Seems like more and more shoe brands are getting that too.
What do you mean?
Like one size fits all is out. People have different feet, you know, different sizes, shapes, issues.
Yeah, it's about time, right?
Right. It's good to see the industry finally catching up.
Okay, but real talk. Does this mean we're all going to be stuck wearing those like clunky gym shoes if we go for Velcro?
No way. Not at all. Remember those DT footwear shoes we were talking about?
The ones that look good and feel good.
Those are just the tip of the iceberg.
There's more.
So much more. Loafers, Oxfords, even heels, all with Velcro.
Heels. No way.
I'm telling you, Velcro is breaking free from that, like, purely functional image, you know?
No more grandpa shoes,
Exactly. It's not childish anymore. It's becoming mainstream.
which is great. I mean, who says you can't have comfort and style?
No one. They go together perfectly.
It's like we're finally listening to our feet.
And they're thanking us for it.
So are we like headed for a Velcro revolution? Is that where this is going?
I think so. Maybe. It's definitely a possibility.
What makes you say that?
Well, it's not just about Velcro itself, right?
Right.
It's part of this bigger change, this move towards, like, adaptive footwear.
Adaptive footwear. What's that mean?
Think shoes designed for, like, specific needs, specific abilities.
So shoes that work for everybody.
Exactly. It's about inclusion, accessibility, all of that.
I like it.
And Velcro is definitely playing a big part in that. It's so versatile.
Yeah, easy to use, and we've talked about how adjustable it is.
It's like the perfect closure system for that kind of footwear.
It's crazy to think something so simple can make such a big impact.
Right. But that's design, right?
What do you mean?
When it's done right, when it actually puts people first, it can change the world.
Okay, so we've talked about how Velcro is great for athletes, how there are tons of stylish options now, and this whole adaptive footwear thing.
Right, right.
Anything else we need to hit before we move on?
Oh, one more thing.
Okay, what is it?
We got to talk about the planet.
The environment.
Yeah. Like with any product, especially shoes, we should be thinking about the impact, right?
Yeah, sustainability is important. So what about Velcro?
Velcro itself isn't necessarily bad for the environment, but making those shoes, getting rid of them when we're done,
Right.
that can have consequences.
So what can we do if we want to go the Velcro route, but be eco-conscious about it?
There are some solutions, like look for shoes made from recycled stuff.
They make recycled Velcro,
Some brands do, yeah. And just, prioritize durability.
a shoe that lasts longer.
Exactly. Less stuff ending up in landfills.
Good point. That's something we can all do no matter what kind of shoes we like.
Right. And remember, Velcro's usually pretty tough.
It is.
But how long it actually lasts, that depends on, the quality, how the shoe's made, all that.
So it's worth spending a bit more to get those well-made shoes with Velcro that'll actually hold up.
Exactly. And don't forget about taking care of your shoes, right?
Pinning them, all that.
More than that, like really caring for them. That can extend their lifespan a lot, which is good for your wallet and good for the planet.
It's like a reminder that the little things add up.
They really do.
Okay, so in this deep dive, we've covered a lot. From how practical Velcro is, how safe, to the style, even like the eco-friendly side of things.
It's been a good chat.
I feel like I've learned so much about something I never really thought about, Like Velcro just was there.
It's the little things, right?
It is. And, I'm actually excited to see where this whole adaptive footwear thing goes.
Me too. I think it's a really interesting time for shoes.
It's not just fashion anymore.
Nope. It's function, comfort, making shoes that actually work for people.
I like that. Well said. Okay, I think that's everything for part 2.
Hmm.
We've talked a lot about the benefits, right? Velcro for adults, the convenience, the safety aspect, how stylish it can be, even how it plays into sustainability.
It's a pretty impressive little closure system.
But I kind of feel like there's something bigger here.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like maybe this whole Velcro trend is like a sign of a much bigger shift in how we think about shoes.
Interesting. What kind of shift are you thinking?
Well, for so long, it felt like we just accepted being uncomfortable,
Oh, yeah.
squeezing our feet into shoes that look good. But
Chill your feet.
exactly. And I'm not just talking about like high heels or whatever. Even regular shoes, it's like the focus was always on how they look, not how they feel.
But with Velcro coming back in style, it's like we're saying no more.
Yeah.
We want comfort, we want things to be practical, and we don't have to sacrifice style to get it.
It's like a revolution, but like a sneaky one.
Happening right under our noses. Or I guess under our feet.
Exactly. And this isn't just about Velcro, right? It's a bigger trend.
Totally. We're seeing this with other stuff too, like shoes that are more ergonomic, breathable materials, those customizable insoles. It's like the shoe industry is finally realizing that, hey, maybe people have different needs, different wants.
It's about time we started treating our feet with a little respect.
Seriously. They literally carry us through life. We should be nicer to them.
This makes me wonder,
Yeah.
what's next? For shoes, I mean. Will we see even more, like, wild designs? Stuff that's both comfortable and actually works?
Oh, absolutely. Technology is just getting crazier and crazier, right?
Yeah.
So imagine shoes that like mold to your foot as you're wearing them, or shoes that can like talk to your smartwatch, track your steps, analyze your walking.
Okay, now that sounds like something from the future.
It does, right?
Yeah.
But some of that stuff is already being worked on.
Wow.
And as more and more people start looking for those comfy, functional shoes, you're going to see companies getting really creative to meet that demand.
I can't wait to see what they come up with. It really is a cool time to be into shoes. It's not just about looking good anymore.
It's about feeling good and having shoes that help you live your life better.
Well said. Well, as we wrap up this deep dive into Velcro shoes for adults,
A deep dive indeed.
what's the one thing you want our listeners to walk away with? No pun intended.
Huh. Let's see. I guess it would be, don't underestimate the power of a good pair of shoes.
That's true.
Seriously, they have a huge impact on your health, how you feel overall. So choose wisely, put comfort and function first, and don't be afraid to try new things.
Even Velcro.
Exactly. You might be surprised how much of a difference it makes.
That's a great point to end on. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive. It's been awesome picking your brain.
My pleasure. Always happy to talk shoes.
And to our listeners, thanks for tuning in. We hope this has opened your eyes to the possibilities of Velcro and maybe inspired you to think differently about what you put on your feet. Check out the sources we mentioned. Let us know your thoughts, your experiences with Velcro, and keep an eye out for what's coming next in the world of footwear. Until next time, stay comfy and stylish out there.